It's a Friday, August, I think. What day is it? August 7th, I think, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th. September 8th, 2023. I have a couple of minutes to spare before I go to work. I parked my car at a church next to my building, my office. And after reading this article, I will go to work. So yesterday inside at my office we talked about GPU, Theta, Peta, Exa, Zeta, whatever it is, and then we talked about the power consumption and everything, cloud computing, mining. So let's find out what's the real difference between CPU and GPU. And I'm trying to read this English article to learn English and also practice English. Yep, I'll focus on the exact pronunciation and instant remembering the words and expressions and cliches or idioms, whatever they are, so that I could learn as I go. Here we go. CPU versus GPU. What's the difference? CPU versus GPU, making the most of both. Central processing units, CPUs, and graphics processing units, GPUs, are fundamental computing engines. But as computing demands evolve, it is not always clear that the differences are between CPUs and GPUs and which workloads are best suited to each. Which workloads are best suited for each. We would always say for, but here too, right? You give work to CPUs or GPUs. So which workloads are best suited to each. Know when to rely on a CPU and when to choose a GPU. CPUs and GPUs have each unique strengths that will allow them to play an integral role in meeting the computing needs of the future. GPUs are an important part of Intel's products today in the form of integrated and discrete GPUs. So there are two types of GPUs, integrated and discrete GPUs. While CPUs remain critical, a growing number of data center workloads can benefit from GPUs. Whether for deep learning applications, massive parallelism, intense 3D gaming, or another demanding workload, systems today are being asked to do more than ever before. A central processing unit, CPU, and graphics processing unit, GPU, have very different roles. What are CPUs used for? What are GPUs used for? Knowing the role that each device plays is important when shopping for a new computer and comparing specifications. What is a CPU? Constructed from millions of transistors, the CPU can have multiple processing cores and is commonly referred to as the brain of the computer. It is essential to all modern computing systems as it executes the commands and processes needed for your computer and operating system. The CPU is also important in determining how fast the programs can run, from surfing the web to building spreadsheets. So they use the word building the spreadsheets, surfing the web. What is a GPU? A GPU is a processor that is made up of many smaller and more specialized cores. Much smaller, and more specialized cores. By working together, the cores deliver massive performance when processing tasks can be divided up and processed across many words. So they obviously process similar tasks maybe one task and divide it into several, and those several parts are basically of similar nature. What is the difference between a CPU and GPU? CPUs and GPUs have a lot in common. Both are critical computing engines. Both are silicon-based microprocessors, and both handle data. But CPUs and GPUs have different architectures and are built for different purposes. The CPU is suited to a wide variety of workloads, especially those for which latency and per-core performance are important. A powerful execution engine, the CPU focuses its smaller number of cores on individual tasks and on getting things done quickly. So speed is quite important, right? Speed. This makes it uniquely well equipped for jobs ranging from serial computing to running databases or building spreadsheets. GPUs began as specialized ASICs, developed to accelerate specific 3D rendering tasks. Over time, these fixed function engines became more programmable, and more flexible, and more flexible. While graphics and increasingly lifelike visuals of today's top games remain their principal function, GPUs have evolved to become more general-purpose parallel processors as well, handling a growing range of applications. Increasingly lifelike visuals of today's top games remain their principal function. General-purpose parallel processors as well as growing range of applications. What are integrated graphics? Integrated or shared graphics are built onto the same chip as the CPU. Certain CPUs can come with a built-in GPU instead of relying on dedicated or discrete graphics. Integrated graphics processors offer several benefits. Their integration with the CPUs allows them to deliver space cost and energy efficiency benefits over dedicated graphics processors. They bring the power to handle the processing of graphics-related data and instructions for common tasks, like exploring the web, streaming 4K movies, and casual gaming. Graphics-related data instruction for common tasks like exploring the web, streaming 4K movies, and casual gaming. Such an approach is most often employed with devices for which a compact size and energy efficiency are important, such as laptops, tablets, smartphones, and some desktops. Desktops, accelerating deep learning and AI. Today, GPUs run a growing number of workloads such as deep learning and artificial intelligence. A GPU or other accelerators are ideal for deep learning training with neural network layers or on massive sets of certain data like 2D images. Deep learning algorithms were adopted to use a GPU-accelerated approach. With acceleration, these algorithms gain a significant boost in performance and bring the training time of real-world problems to a feasible and viable range. Increasingly lifelike visuals. CPUs and the software libraries that run on them have evolved over time to become much more capable for deep learning tasks. For example, through extensive software optimizations and the addition of dedicated AI hardware such as Intel Deep Learning Boost, Intel DL Boost, in the latest Intel Xeon scalable processors, CPU-based systems have enjoyed improvements in deep learning performance. In many applications such as high definition, 3D, and non-image based deep learning on language, text, and time series data, CPUs shine. High definition, 3D, and non-image based deep learning on language, text, and time series data, CPUs shine. CPUs shine. That's a good expression, man. We'd say CPUs are the best, but also CPUs shine. CPUs shine. CPUs can support much larger memory capacities than even the best GPUs can today for complex models and deep learning applications. For example, 2D image detection. Really? CPUs can support much larger memory capacities than even the best GPUs can today for complex models or deep learning applications. 2D image detection, the combination of CPU and GPU along with sufficient RAM offers a great test bed for deep learning and AI. Decades of leadership in CPU development. Intel has a long history in CPU innovation beginning in 1971 with the introduction of the 4004, the first commercial microprocessor completely integrated into a single chip. Today, Intel CPUs let you build the AI you want where you want it on the x86 architecture you know. From high-performance Intel Xeon scalable processors in the data center and cloud to power-efficient Intel Core processors at the edge, Intel delivers a CPU to match any need. An intelligent performance of 13th Gen Intel Core processors. 13th Gen Intel Core processors leverage performance hybrid architecture with the faster performance cores, P cores, and more efficient cores, E cores, with industry-leading tools to maximize performance and multitasking capabilities. Select 13th Gen Intel Core processor-based laptops may include Intel Iris Z graphics and Intel Iris Z Max dedicated graphics, the first discrete GPU powered by Intel Z architecture. With the Intel Iris Z Max dedicated graphics, you get a huge leap forward in thin and light notebooks, as well as great performance and new capabilities for enhanced content creation and gaming. In Korea, we use notebooks, but in America, they use laptops. Basically, they are the same, with different names. So it's strange that I see notebooks here instead of laptops. Intel Iris Z graphics feature Intel Deep Learning Boost-powered AI for better content creation, such as photo and video editing, as well as low-power architecture for longer battery life. Intel discrete GPUs. Intel offers 3 discrete GPU options. Intel Iris Z Max dedicated graphics is a discrete GPU with graphics card options for laptops and desktops. Based on Z architecture, you get even more performance and new capabilities such as Intel Arc Control for enhanced content creation and gaming. The Intel data center GPU is a GPU that supports emerging technologies such as AI, rendering, graph analytics, and simulations. It also adds powerful parallel processing capabilities to data center CPUs, create compelling content, captivate your audience, and supercharge your gaming experience with the latest high-performance graphics solution, Intel Arc Graphics. That's good sentence. Create compelling content. Create compelling content. CPUs shine. Create compelling content. Captivate your audience. All your audience. Captivate your audience. Supercharge your gaming experience with the latest high-performance graphics solution. Create compelling content, captivate your audience, and supercharge your gaming experience. Built on ZHPG microarchitecture, Intel Arc Graphics enable built-in machine learning, graphics acceleration, and ray tracing hardware for laptops, desktops, and professional workstations. Today, it is no longer a question of CPU versus GPU. More than ever, you need both to meet your varied computing demands. The best results are achieved when the right tool is used for the job. The best results are achieved when the right tool is used for the job. That's correct. The best results are guaranteed achieved when the right tool is used for the job. Create compelling content, captivate your audience, supercharge your gaming experience. CPUs shine, man. From CPU versus GPU to CPU and GPU. Whether you are looking to enhance gameplay or are exploring deep learning or massive parallelism, Intel processors provide the CPU power and integrate GPU capabilities that you need for a great computing experience. Newest member of the family, 13th Gen Intel Core processors bring performance, hybrid architecture, and workload intelligence to your laptop or PC experience. Explore the processors. Intel graphics technology, all new graphics technology makes screen time a whole new experience. Show more. Product and performance information. Company view. So this article is from Intel, and it briefly explains the difference between CPU and GPU. Both are excellent and integrated GPU and discrete GPU. And also we learned expressions such as CPUs shine, create compelling content, supercharge your gaming experience, and captivate your audience. Those are good expressions. There aren't any new words that I should remember because I'm an excellent. I'm a good employee of KT, Korea Telecom, the number one carrier in Korea. So that's why I'm very smart and competent in my English. And hopefully I would get a overseas job position inside my KT in near future. But if you do have a job opportunity, I'm always open to, because I have to retire in 5 years. Thanks for listening. Take care, everybody, and have a good day.